Hello grade 10, this is Miss Hughes and today we're looking at patterning podcast 1, identifying a linear pattern and finding the equation for it. Now linear patterns are the kind you did in grade 6 and 7, the ones that go up evenly. And you probably don't need a spreadsheet to do them, but we're just going to practice using the spreadsheet so that we're comfortable using them when we get onto the cubic, quadratic, cubic and exponential ones. So please have a go at doing this. If you want to just watch for now and practice with the last two, that's okay. If you want to press pause and try yourself, that's okay as well. So if we look at the very first one, I've created the table over here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm just going to put the values that are on the table. So 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. So you probably noticed already that the values are going up in 5. So for every increase of 1 in the n variable, there's an increase of 5 in the m variable. And like I say, that's easy to see, but just to make sure we know how to do it with a spreadsheet for later on, when we realize that the numbers are going up in 5, the calculation we are doing is 7 minus 2, 12 minus 7, 17 minus 12, 22 minus 17. So let's just for now get the spreadsheet to do that for us. So I'm going to go to this cell here and I'm going to type equals this minus this. So we'll do 7 minus 2. And then I'm going to type equals this cell minus this cell and equals this cell minus this cell. And I could keep typing in, or I can just extend it, and you know how to do that. So the fact that the values are going up in 5s tells me that that it's a linear function, first of all, because I've got a steady, a constant rate of increase. And it also tells me that the formula will involve 5n. So if we think about the table overall, we know that the formula will be made up of, the equation will be made up of 5n and possibly a constant term. So back on our spreadsheet, I am going to copy the table again because I need to use it. So I'm going to Control C and Command V, sorry. Yeah, Command C, Command V. And I'm going to actually list the 5 times table. So 5 times n. I'm going to list 5n because I know that will be part of my formula. So I'm going to type in equals 5 times 1 and equals 5 times 2, and to avoid typing I'm going to extend. So here I have the 5 times table, the 5n part of the formula. Now if you go back to here, as I said, the formula is partly made up of 5n, but there's also something else. Now to find that something else, one thing we can do is we can subtract the 5n from both sides, and that will give us whatever is here, which is the bit we still want to find. So back on my spreadsheet, I'm going to do m minus 5n. So again, that's what I'm going to do, m minus 5n. I'm going to subtract this whole term from both sides. And I'm going to get the spreadsheet to do it for me, so I'm going to do equals m minus 5n and press enter. And in every case, I get minus 3, which means the thing that is in here is actually, if I take the pen, is actually minus 3 in yellow. Okay, so the function is made up of 5n minus 3. And we can just put it to the test. So if I type n 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 5 times n minus 3 and extend it, I'm getting exactly the right values. Okay, so just recap. We started by copying the table into the spreadsheet, just copying the numbers. Then we got the spreadsheet to find the differences. I should have labeled this first difference. You'll see why later. And it's 5, 5, 5 all the way through. So I know that the formula will involve 5n. And to find out what else is in the formula, I subtract 5n from our m variable. And that gives us minus 3. So the formula is made up of 5n minus 3. This formula is minus 3. All right, let's try it with the next one. As I said before, I know it would be a lot quicker by hand and just in 1 or 2 steps, but you'll see later why this is useful. So again, I'm going to type in the numbers, so 13.5, 16, 18.5, 21, and 23.5. I want to find the first difference. So starting with the second row, equals this minus this. I want to see what the numbers are going up in. I'm going to extend. The numbers are going up in 2.5. So part of the formula will be 2.5n. So I'm going to copy my numbers down here, Command C, Command V, and I'm going to list 2.5n. 2.5n is the 2.5 times table. So 2.5, starting with 2.5 times 1, and then extending all the way down. Okay, and so now to see what else is what it is in the formula, I'm going to do n minus 2.5n. So I'm going to do this column minus this column equals m minus 2.5n. And I'm always getting 11. So I know that the final formula is m equals, let's put it over here, m equals 2.5n plus 11. And let's put it to the test. N, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, m equals 2.5 times this cell here plus 11. And extend the table, and I'm getting exactly the same as I wanted over here. Okay, now you try C and D, press pause, try C, try D, and press play when you're ready to have a look at the solutions. So here are the solutions. So 9, 13, 17, 21, 25. I'm going to find the first difference. So equals this minus this. Extend it all the way down. I'm getting 4. So the formula will involve 4n. I'm going to copy, Command V and paste. Sorry, Command C, Command V. Paste the formulas. I'm going to list 4n. So equals 4 times n. Press enter. Extend all the way down. And to see what else is in the formula, I'm going to do m minus 4n. M minus 4n. This is just a heading. Really keep track of your headings, if not, things will go wrong. So m equals m minus 4n. And every time I'm getting 5. So the formula is m equals 4n minus 5. No, plus 5. And I suggest you do the table of values like we did before, just to check that you do actually get 9, 13, 17, 21. And the last one, a little bit quicker now. Minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12, minus 15. Let's look at the first differences. Equals, next one, equals this minus this. The formula is a little bit obvious, but we're going to go through it anyway. So minus 3, so I'm going to copy my table and paste it. I'm going to list the minus 3 times table, minus 3n. Doesn't like it. Okay. It wants to do a calculation, so I'm just going to type minus 3n. So equals minus 3 times n. And extend it. And if you think about it, if we do the differences, we'll get 0. So the formula is just m equals minus 3n. And that's the end of this podcast.